If you're a business owner, you've probably discovered that sales and use tax compliance is a recurring, resource-draining, and extremely complicated function. Thankfully, our next guest is helping to lighten the load. State Tax Advisors offers uniquely tailored tax solutions, including multi-state tax and sales use, property and franchise tax advisory services, and audit defense. Joining us now for a conversation is Riley Epps, founder and managing partner of State Tax Advisors. Riley, welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, let's start here. What are some common issues that your clients encounter?
The first is whether or not we should even be registered in a given state or a given jurisdiction. They call us regarding taxability issues. Is this taxable or is this not taxable? And then a client may be concerned about an audit. So they'll call us to see if we can help them minimize their overall audit exposure and or managed audits. And then there's the return prep issues. There's over 7,800 jurisdictions, and clients tend to panic when they're registered in all these states. And, how do they prepare all these returns? So we facilitate or help them with filing requirements in a given state.
So what are some of the services you offer in an advisory capacity?
One of the big services we offer in advisory is nexus studies, and we identify, yes, you should be registered in these given states, or no, you should not be. And if they should be, and they have exposure, we'll do voluntary disclosure agreements for them, and we'll negotiate with the states to minimize their overall look-back taxes. As well as we also do taxability studies. In addition to, we'll handle audit defense work, or we'll do managed audits. We'll do M&A work, which means I'm representing the buyer or the seller, and we'll go in and identify their exposure. And we also have a service called SALT Diagnostic Review, that's State and Local Tax Diagnostic Review. It's like a physical. We go in and give them a full state and local tax review to identify any exposure.
And Riley, I understand you also offer non-tax services. Tell us about those.
Yeah, it goes back to the registration requirements in a given jurisdiction. So if a company has to register in a given jurisdiction, they have to have a business license to do business there. So we'll facilitate that along with contractor license, annual reports, and registrations.
Riley, thank you. Visit them online at statetaxadvisors.com.